look, I did the thing, I got it to work. For once in my life, I did something correctly. I think, hopefully maybe, we'll see if it works, huh? Anywho, I'm like, need to remember everything, basically. One sec. How does one stream? I don't remember. Anyway, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Are you supposed to say something for New Year? I don't think so. My resolutions this year are to not be sad. No, okay, that's not actually my resolution. I promise I'm not sad. I need to probably stop making these jokes, but also, like, now that I've started, I don't think I can stop. Oh well, ruh-roh, such a shame. No, honestly, I'm chilling. Although, okay, I won't lie, one of my New Year's resolutions is to just enjoy life more. Like, I find myself getting caught up in the, like, how do I say this, like, if I am not working, then I'm not progressing. Or if I'm not, like, doing something with intensity or, like, really studying, then I'm not learning and I'm not progressing. Like, I don't know, like, okay, this isn't, like, one of the actual things that I'm trying to enjoy more, but let's take League of Legends, for example. Okay, let's take League of Legends. I can speak. Let's take League of Legends, for example, right? Say you want to improve at League of Legends, and you're so focused on improving at this game. It could be any game, it doesn't need to be League of Legends, any video game. Say if you're trying to, like, get better at a video game, and you're so focused on improving at this video game, and you're, like, locked in, and every little mistake you make, you're like, why did I do that? Like, I suck down. And, you know, same maybe with, like, even the good things you do. Like, you're like, oh wow, that was amazing. Like, I'm really improving right now. But I feel like I get caught up in the cycle of, like, really, I get caught up in the cycle of, like, that, and forget to just enjoy what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And that happens with basically everything that I ever do. I'm like, if I put my mind to something, I am putting my mind to that thing. You know what I mean? And then I lose track of, like, the enjoyment of it. And that's not to say that I've ever stopped something because of that. Because actually, I do end up progressing quite well in things, and then it's like, well, that worked. But then I'm not enjoying it as much, and I'm like, man, I need to think of something else to do. And I don't ever quit anything. I keep forgetting that I am allowed to enjoy things, you know? It doesn't need to be, it doesn't need to be 100% all of the time. Or not even it's more like 120% all of the time. Because I feel like you can give 100%, 90% effort and still be improving. Because, you know, it's 90%, 100% effort. Like, the extra 20% is, you just don't need to, man. Just enjoy it. Basically, don't be harsh on yourself, guys. Just take a minute to enjoy life and what you're doing, because you don't know when your minute's gonna end. Okay, well, that got sad real quick. Coffee talk, yay, let's talk over coffee, yay. Good evening. Oh, officer, welcome, wow. Hey, Delta. I forgot what voice I gave you. I was gonna say a gruff voice, but I just remembered that I gave Gala a gruff voice. So maybe, like, a gruff but higher pitched voice? I don't know. Officer. Oh. Sorry. My mind is kind of elsewhere right now. No worries. Work issues? What else? I'm all ears if you want to chat. Actually, I don't have typical human ears, so... Nah, I'm joking. I mean, I'm not joking. You can see that. I'm gonna shut up. You're a pal. I'm in a real bind, Delta. What happened? Well, never-ending workplace issues aside, things are getting weirder by the minute, and I'm starting to feel out my depths. Yo, I just remembered that I forgot to eat my dinner. It's like still sitting beside me on my desk. Okay, well that's fine. If you hear me, no, you won't hear me nomming, I'll mute up, but if you see me nomming, then please don't mind it. Oh, but I also have to voice act all the characters. Well, we'll see how it goes. Are you talking about your recent patrols? Yeah, I've been analysing the CCTV footage the last couple of days. Oh, I see. How did that go? Did the cameras manage to capture anything? Yes and no. The infrareds caught a couple of blurry things. They ran off, turned a corner and disappeared. Could have been anything, like rats or cats. But neither fits with what I heard on the street. The footsteps, you know. The laughter. Come to think of it, it sounded more like giggles. Giggles. Can werebeasts giggle? Not at that size, no. Even if they could, they couldn't explain the footsteps really. I see. So what's next? I have some ideas, but they're just wild theories at this point. In short, I'm stumped. Why? I've given him an American accent, which is fitting because we're in America. This is set in America, but I haven't given anybody else an American accent. Wait, no, I think I did give like Gala an American. Was it Gala or Hyde or something like an American accent? Maybe it was Hyde. I'm slipping into my classic American accent. Gosh darn it. I've been racking my brain ever since Miss Riona dropped that bomb about fairies, you see. Oh, what about them? What, you think they're the fairies? Because I sure do. As it turns out, fairies is an umbrella term for many types of beings. Anything that didn't fit into the known physical rules at the time were to be referred to as such. Oh, you reckon they're ghosts or like banshees or something? Does that mean that banshees were a part of the fairy folk? I might be a genius. Probably. Not anymore though. It's an ongoing process, but the list is getting shorter. Shorter. But back then, any sentient being was even remotely incomprehensible was considered that. Incomprehensible. Oh, as in you couldn't understand them. And that includes apparitions. Apparitions? Yes, apparitions like ghosts. Paid actor. Lightning is a paid actor. Ghosts. Ghosts. What is this paid actor? I see. What do you mean, I see? Doesn't it sound like a bad joke to you? Yo, I have a scared toggle, wait. That is not the correct toggle, hold on. Do this one. Ghosts. I'm not sure I follow. But, come on. Ghosts don't exist. Right. Do they? Because if they do, all I can think about is that damn tree now. Right, the tree. Does that mean it's haunted? It could be. you can be so calm about this. Well, why wouldn't I be? I mean, there have been all sorts of customers here. Some of them are so out of this world, even. Sometimes literally. You're right. I guess you're not the one who's being weird here. Don't say that. Everyone has their own peccadillos. Sure, we're gonna go with that. True that. If you don't mind telling me though, may I ask the reason you're so afraid of ghosts? Gosh no, that's a long story. Not something I'm ready to talk about anyway. Yeah, that's understandable. All you need to know is my fear was never caused by actual ghosts. Oh? He like went up to smoke on the stove. What? Suggestion is a very powerful thing, Delta. But that's why I'm willing to share. For now. Okay, let's try. Oh hey, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars. I thought it was 6 stars for a second, I don't know why. I thought, dang, we're that good? But no, it's 5 stars. Which is very good, don't get me wrong. You know, it's funny. My grandpa was real into this stuff. So is my daughter. They're like opposites. Very curious. They're like my opposites. Very curious and fascinated. Not that I'm not, mind you. It's just, with my time as a cop and all, unknown variables usually mean trouble. I see. That makes sense. They're the kind of people who could see things from nothing. And I mean that in the best way possible. Like, you know the Zen rock garden thing from Japan? They understand the zenness of it. I don't, but that doesn't stop me from thinking it's chill, you know? I think you almost got it. Yeah. I'm not sure I can keep this up, guys. How much longer I can keep this up. I don't think I'm doing a very good job at this American accent thing. But I'm sure he and my daughter could talk about it for hours. Too bad he passed away before she was born. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Don't be. Well, I am. On that note, Delta, you seen my lighter, right? I'd say I'm pretty well acquainted with it now, yes. Hey Delta, hey Madness, how you doing? My bad. That thing was originally my grandpa's. He bought it sometime after the war ended. It was some I can read this, hang on. It was to commemorate, sorry, I was trying to work out how to say it in like an American accent. Commemorate the upcoming new era, he said. In more ways than one. How are you doing, Madness, by the way? Did I ask that? Might be. He got honorably discharged due to the severe leg injury. Oh, I'm just talking in my voice now, not his voice. Due to a severe leg injury he never been able to recover from. At that time, he was living right across the street from the former town hall. Oh, I've done my voice again. Wait, I need to go higher, I think. For obvious reasons, he couldn't walk far. So, it was a good location for him with all the veterans supporting him by and all. Right. Is anybody keeping up with this conversation? I feel like I'm not keeping up with this story. Now, about that street. You see, my grandpa liked to chat. Never liked being alone, that guy. Plus, he pretty much hated his bleak room. So sometimes, he'd go and hang out with the street vendors in front of his place. There were all kinds of beings there, along with their pets, from all walks of life. That's why he had a lot of stories about the craziest things. Ah, I see. You see, the street's name just came to my mind last night. Can you take a guess at what it was? I could probably take a guess, yeah. You mean Orange Street? Uh-huh. It wasn't called that before. Before. That's why the whole thing didn't click for me straight away. But when I went through his files, and it checks out. Does that mean the vendors he was talking about? Bingo. And you know what? He brought the lighter there. That was not a coincidence. Anyway. Wow, what a coincidence. Nobody, that's not a coincidence. Are you sure it's only a coincidence? Can't wait. I'm giving up on this American accent, bro. Are you sure it's only a coincidence? Like, bro, why can I not do this? I don't know. Anyway, what do you mean? Come on. Ain't no way they're just coincidences, Stella. Everything's lining up too perfectly, if you ask me. Think about what's happened so far. It was my team that found the vandalism before they dumped the whole case on me. Then it was my car. Then my car was hit out of everyone's. Right. Then my luck started tanking. The broken mug, the fan, the black cat. Just tons of weird stuff happening in the past week alone, you see. Right. Then, one thing led to another. My team was chosen to lead the investigation and tell me, who's in charge of the case? Me. Then there's the Banshees lady, your patron, with some information I wouldn't have thought of. The dead tree stuff, the fairy market. Information I wouldn't have even remembered on my own. Alright. And now, we know why I keep losing my lighter, right? Why were they not connected? For me. Well, if you list them all in order like that, I'm telling you, Della, that place is calling for me. The case was made for me. But they really picked the wrong guy. I'm just real bad at dealing with spooks. They made me question everything I've ever known, you know? But I've always thought that you're pretty good at handling ambiguity, officer. Not when it comes to supernatural stuff. Because we don't know enough about what's real and what's not. What will they do? Will they hurt us? My voice is getting tired from talking high-pitched. Do they bring the bad luck? Good luck? What's the truth? Who knows? Maybe you should take a day off and catch up on your sleep. What's that? No, nothing. You know, another patron of mine suggested a documentary to watch. Yeah? Sorry, one sec. Okay. The focus was on interesting drinks from around the world. You could find everything from the mundane to the extreme. From local comforts to really special stuff. And I kept thinking one particular drink that might interest you. Oh. It's something like a protection drink. It's made from coffee, honey, lemon, and a slew of other ingredients. Protection from what, though? From evil spirits and bad luck, I think. Maybe it'll help ease your mind a bit. Aha, gotcha. But Delta, even if the whole situation is haunted, there shouldn't be any evil spirits. Right? I wouldn't know. But I might need your lighter. What for? Well, the drink needs to be lit up. I just think your lighter might give it a bit of extra magical boost it needs, compared to just using regular flames, I mean. What are you gonna make me anyway? Nah, I trust you. Here. Okie dokie. It extrudes an interesting feel. Still. Yo, that thing is 100% haunted. I think we already established this, but... Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Make me this magical drink you've learned, Elder. Coffee, honey, lemon. And set it on fire. Huh? What is this? Ooh. Okay. Why is it purple? What? Oh wow. The drink does light up, huh? Yep. This is special just for you. So don't tell anybody. No, roger that. Here you go. Oh, careful. Hang, Elder. This is really something else. Are you sure it's okay to drink? I have no idea. But I'll take responsibility if anything happens. I'm just being silly, aren't I? Sorry for bothering you with all this stuff, Delta. You even made this crazy drink for me, just to feel better. I just misread that horrifically. Anyway, don't say that. I'm always happy to help however I can. Thanks. Man, at least with crooks, you can actually deal directly with them, you know? Not the case with apparitions. Not with that attitude. Huh. Who doth you? Who is you? I'm gonna have to move over here now. Why would you do that? Everything can be caught with a little elbow grease. Not actual. Okay, I'm just gonna go for a voice and stick with it. Not actual elbow grease. I wouldn't make that mistake again. McQueen? Is that you? Hello, Williams. It's been a while. It is you. The surprises just keep coming this week. Let me go over there. Ow. Okay, well, I guess I'm moving back. You know each other? More or less. We were brunch buddies. Brunch buddies? Brunch buddies. I feel like I meant to say brunch buddies in that same serious tone, but I don't like to talk about it. I still get nightmares. I feel you. I wasn't sure we were gonna make it out alive. We were truly the lucky ones. Brunch is just the meal between lunch and breakfast. Is this like the lunch queue that you're battling through or something? Without a doubt. I'll just take your word for it. Good. Because I don't like to talk about it. Oh, oops. Anyway. So, what brings you here, detective? Surely it's not the coffee. Secret police reasons. I've not read the briefing yet, but enough about me. Tell me about your supernatural problems. Yeah. You need to bust a ghost. Oh, well, busting might be a bit much. I was just talking to Zelda about getting over the fear of that. And ghosts. Something like that. I'm weak against ghostly looking stuff. I get freaked out easily. For example, I admit I got a little spooked by what happened at Bourne Street the other day. Ah, I remember that. I know very well that unchecked fear leads to prejudice. That's why it's a no-no in my book. It even pains me to admit that out loud. Sometimes the toughest case to crack is ourselves. Other times it's ghosts. How do you do it, detective? Your cases, man. I'd probably lost my hair by now if I were you. I try not to think it all that much. And when I do think about it, I think, who else will do it? Nobody. That's who. Yeah, makes sense. So why is he here? Is he investigating me? Do you reckon he's investigating us? He's clearly interested in ghosts. Are we a ghost? Is he investigating the banshee? Something suspicious about this guy. Random people don't just show up like this. I mean, they do because it's a coffee shop, so of course random people show up like this every day. Besides the point. You know, once you get over the dead parts, they're just like you and me. Look, I remember this one case. We were investigating a haunted apartment. This lady, her husband, had recently passed away, but wasn't moving on. If you get my drift. Real deadbeat. Couldn't take a hint. Anyway, we had to go and exercise the place, right? But the husband, he's got wind and he's retreated into the basement. I won't get into the technicalities of it, but it's harder to get a ghost out of a basement or an attic. It's all about angles, really. I mean, I get it. That used to be his home and all this stuff is still there. It's hard, I get that. Wait, so he's a detective of ghosts? Is that why he's interested in ghosts? So, I'm slowly going down the stairs to try and coax him out. Next minute, all this romantic music is playing and the whole place is lit by a spotlight. Basic sensory illusions, classic ghost trick. Then, before I know what hit me, I'm sitting in this pottery wheel and he's behind me and... Wait, isn't this the plot of the 1990 film Ghost? Oh, maybe? We had a movie night at work and I dozed off before it started. Why, never mind. The story must have slipped into my subconscious. Riveting. Kitty cat. Oh, what the hell? Hey, detective. Hey, people I don't know. Did you get your important errand sorted? I sure did. Dooley, I can see crumbs stuck from your face. It's just the rain. It's very ready rain. There's filling in your top. That's blood from a gunshot wound. It's healed up though. Okay, I need to also move myself again. Guys, can we not? Like, I'm gonna have to go down here now so that people can see you. Like, now. Like, where do I go? Where do I go? You're literally holding the receipt from the donut shop. That's why they pay you the big bucks, detective. So what I miss? We were talking about getting rid of Officer Williams' fear of ghosts. Hey, ghosts? Yeah, you're afraid of them, right, Dooley? No idea, never met one. We stopped a ghost riot. Ghosts aren't real. Okay, so he's stupid. No, we already gathered that. So you don't need to be scared of them. Easy. There you go, I guess. Sorry, that wasn't much help. Nah. Well, you said they're just like us. There's a good thing to be reminded of. Exactly. They used to be alive just like us. As long as they don't try to eat, possess, violently murder you, you should be fine. Very reassuring. Just talk to them. Feel their culture, listen to their issues, and spectral whales. Treat them like any other person. See what's on the inside. Which should be easy if you can see through them. I thought you didn't believe in ghosts. It's best not to overthink anything he says. I certainly don't. Well, thanks for the advice. I think it helped. A pleasure. Now, Dooley, I think we should go read the case briefing and find out why we're here. I already did. Oh? Why does his nose keep twitching upwards? I guess it's like his little habits, like he smokes and he twitches his nose and like everybody does a thing, I guess. Turns out we're meant to arrest the person driving that taxi. Instead of taking it all the way to Seattle, yeah. Why? The driver was a chupacabra. Huh? Oh. Okay, let's get out of here, Dooley. Good luck, officer. Thanks, McQueen, a lot. You too, Officer Dooley. Bye-bye, guy. Good luck with your rap problem or whatever. Bye, Coffee Wizard. Take care. That was quite something. Well, what do you know, Delta? Looks like my good luck is back. I'm feeling like $1,000,000 now. I'm very glad you do. Thanks anyway, Delta. I really did nothing much. Are you going to be okay? Okay enough to start thinking about what to do next? I'm done here for the night. You have a good evening, alright? Please, keep me updated, officer. And stay safe. Will do. Oh, I need to look at this. Wait, don't. No, don't. Do I need to look at this actually? Wait. I do. Here. You know, satires straight from France are more musical than other ones from America because they have French horns. Hashtag sorry not sorry, Lucas. You're no longer my friends, bro. Maybe I'll go check some stock and... Huh? Kitty cat? No, 2 noises. 2 kitty cats. Oh, Rachel and... Oh, no. When I don't see anybody walking straight away, I just assume it's a cat or like a Neko Mimi or something, okay? Hello. How's the traffic out there? It's a mess. There is construct. Oh, you know why she's here? Because she just said she had no delivery on today. See, this is why we read the messages. There is construction work taking place on Leonra Avenue. I can read. I don't think that's how you pronounce it, but I read it. Oof. I can imagine the gridlock already. Fortunately, I have no deliveries to make today. That's great. I'm happy you're here. So, anything I can make for you this evening? I'd like something for my throat. I'd appreciate a cup of tea infused with some lemon and a touch of honey. I've got just the thing. It is called cough syrup, so one would assume it is good for your throat. I'm gonna have a piece of chicken, one sec. Okay, I'm done. Here you go, miss. I don't think this is what I ordered. You're right. I'm truly sorry. Let me remake it for you. I got it wrong? Wait, what? I never get orders wrong. No, I don't get orders wrong. That's like my whole thing. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to hacking put on the little, my, like, favorite setting, where it, like, wait, hang on. This one? Yeah! Ooh, wow, chill. The ambient lights, I forgot to put it on. Ah, so sad. Holy moly, I'm bright, I'm shining, chill. Okay. Wait, let me turn it up like everything. Is that good? Is that good ambient lighting? Maybe like this, which is basically what it was before. Yeah, that's good. And we have a fast forward button now that I've discovered it. And it's my favorite thing ever, so I can redo all the coffees that I get wrong. To be fair, I haven't got many coffees wrong. The coffees that I have actually got wrong, like, for real, were because I just remember spending so long on making Hyde's coffee, and it turns out that you're not even, like, able to get the correct coffee variant that night. That was the worst day. That was the actual worst day. And you know what's funny? I saw like a random ass Reddit post when I was looking up whether it's possible to get Hyde's correct drink for that night. Random Reddit post saying, talking about why people preferred Coffee Talk 1 over, why am I losing tracking? Oh, I'm fine. Why people preferred Coffee Talk 1 over, okay, wait, I need to not be stupid. Coffee, honey, lemon, okay. Coffee, honey, lemon. And apparently it's because there are too many drinks that you, like, are guaranteed to get wrong in this one. Oh, wait, what? That's in it. The heck? Oh, it's because I pressed chocolate instead of coffee. Whoopsie daisy. Coffee, honey, lemon. Don't forget to skip this. Oh, which I found very funny. I wonder what he, like, comes in, he must see this, like, on fire drink of coffee, and he just never mentions it, which I think is very funny. I'm just casually sitting with an on fire cup of purple coffee. Why is it purple fire? If you set a coffee on fire, would it be purple? Because I know you can change colors of fire with certain, like, reactions. I don't think coffee is one of those, you know what I mean? Okay. Tea, honey, no. Tea, lemon honey. Surely. Ooh, Midsummer Night's Dream, how pretty. A cup of warm Midsummer Night's Dream for you, miss. That's what we call it here. How whimsical. Please don't say it's not what I ordered. It's wonderful. Yes. Sweet, but well balanced with the lemon, and the slight bitterness of the tea complements the taste. Thank you. You're very welcome. I mean, I'm gonna have to make that right later. I'm gonna have to make that after this. I couldn't make the on fire one, but I can certainly make that. What other ones can I make? You know what I got for Christmas, by the way? I got a milk frother for Christmas. I don't know if I might have already mentioned this before. I got a milk frother for Christmas. Greatest Christmas gift ever. And now I can make some of these drinks, like, properly though, not just like all of these are clearly frothed milk, you know what I mean? I can make this properly. This, oh my goodness, I can actually have frothed milk with the, oh my goodness. I think I made this one before actually, it's nice, it's good. Not quite as good as the angel milk, which is just, milk and honey. But it was good. I might need to try again, but like better, you know. Cinnamon latte, I do need to try that again. A lot of these I've made from Coffee Talk 1. Tea milk ginger, that also sounds nice actually. Anyway, I'm getting carried away, sorry. Getting carried away looking at the drinks that I'm going to make in the future. By the way, you missed Officer Georgie by a few seconds. Is that so? How is he? He's been thinking about what you said quite a bit actually. Oh? He is currently dealing with plenty of clues he isn't used to. That's why he's hard at work at the moment. I see. Would you mind doing me a favour? Oh? What do you need? Could you give my contact information to him? We only contacted via Bluetooth last time, so... Via Bluetooth? Oh? An email address and a phone number are written on it belonging to Riona Sheeran. Sure. Yeah, no, I got that. You did just say that. Oh, we've lost tracking again. Oh, it's when it goes dark. That's funny. What I said a few days ago may have been a bit overwhelming. Sorry, just pause me around for a second. How did you contact each other via Bluetooth? That's not a thing as far as I'm aware, unless that's like... Who knows? Who heck knows? I don't know. Who knows? Not me. I don't know. I don't know anything. It is possible I spoke. It is possible that I spoke more than I was necessary. Or because I couldn't help feel a pang of bitterness knowing what happened to the tree. That's entirely understandable though. But it is not my intention to interfere with his work. As such, if he requires any assistance, please, do let me know. I can't read, it's fine. It is the least I could do, as I realised there would be plenty of difficulty obtaining information. Oh yeah, because everybody's forgotten. I forgot why everybody forgot, I can't lie. It's like, oh, it's something about when like the fairies die and like makes people forget or something, isn't it? Oh, I mean, because Officer Georgie is human, and we semi-physical beings have our own way of sharing information and such. I understand what you mean. Okay. I just do not wish to incriminate anything or anyone. It's fine, I get it. I'm glad. Oh? I'd say you've already helped him out in more ways than one. I swear it's always raining outside. Sorry, did you say something? I was zoning out a little. No, nothing. I'll pass this off to him. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Bad traffic aside, how are you? She's never been scared of the lightning before at all. To be honest, I've had a lot on my mind as of late, and I don't know how to express it without sounding pathetic. Is she blushing? Is she so pale you can hardly tell? You know I'm all ears. That may actually be part of the problem, I'm afraid. Pardon? You know, I've held conversations with more individuals over the past week than I have in the past few years. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? It's troubling. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I don't mean it necessarily in a negative way, it's just... I used to believe that I had settled life objective, but I have been doubting it lately. How come? Please, please, please. Oh, not what I was expecting. I'm wanting my ship to sail, okay? I'm sorry. I finally heard back from Miss Rachel yesterday. Oh, any good news? No. Our fields are admittedly quite different, so I was not expecting much. However, she provided me with some contacts who may be of assistance, even though they had no direct connection to the audience I'm trying to reach. I see. She explained carefully why she thinks I should contact them, however, which I am thankful for. That's very thoughtful of her. So what's the battle plan? And why are you doubting yourself? In essence, the advice is to slowly increase my network, to make myself known. Oh? Sounds familiar, doesn't it? You can probably guess my concern about it. Networking is pretty key to acting, yeah. Or singing, or just any kind of performance in real life, really. I think so, but could you give me a refresher? Just so I don't misunderstand. I feel like that would be a shortcut, so to speak. Right. She did, however, remind me of an important and humbling fact. What would that be? Well... Oh, but it's not guaranteed you'll get anything out of it, don't you think? Unless you're really, really sure the so-called shortcut is 100% going to work. Because you'll have to do way more than just making a few calls and waiting for a callback, you know? I'd say that's a decent impression of her. Thank you. After that, she told me a story about her early career experiences, both good and bad. Getting noticed is truly only the beginning. Then, it is either a matter of letting your talent speak for you, or you go out there to develop connections with the right people. Even then, there's still no guarantee of success. True. After listening to her explanation, I respect Miss Rachel's determination. I can certainly see how it worked out for her. But then, I was left wondering whether Mr. Lucas meant something similar during our first meeting. Right, I thought it all sounded familiar. Will you try her suggestion then? I don't know. Is it difficult? More difficult than sending reels to every audition I've come across. And being rejected by every single one. But for some reason I feel conflicted about it. Speaking of Mr. Lucas, he and I have also continued our correspondence. Although perhaps it was more like a necessity. Did something happen? He was stuck. Pardon? Actually, he posted about it on his social media last night. Oh? This is not what I wanted. No doubt. I might have seen it. Did you? I came across it when I was updating my schedule and responded out of concern. Then he called me almost immediately. He was loud. All sounds in order. That does sound like Lucas, yeah. And extremely drunk? Really? Oh, yeah, wait, we saw that. Hungover feeling awesome, yeah, I saw that. He denied it at first, but it was too obvious not to notice. He told me he was walking aimlessly, deep in thought, and he entered Kerry Park without realising he had done so. Must have been some deep thinking if he was doing, because I think it rained pretty hard last night. Well, I wouldn't know. The bus to and from there is currently not operating after 10 PM, which is why I sent him a message informing him of that fact, as he seemed to be unaware of it. Right. So he called me to ask if there was any other mode of public transit nearby. Wouldn't it have just been easier to call a cab? He told me he wanted to know the city better. At midnight? Why not? After all, You operate your business after dark yourself. Touche. Don't tell me she went to pick him up because she's a cab driver, bro. Perhaps he just didn't want to go home yet. And I might be mistaken here, but I thought he doesn't like drinking. Wasn't it party? Nevertheless, I think last night was quite different. It appears he had dinner with his team, and he needed the extra courage in order to negotiate with them about his proposed new direction. Dude, why are we getting Lucas's backstory from, like, Riona right now? What the heck? I see. I suppose it didn't go as expected. Perhaps. I know that feeling all too well. Miss. However, he said he will keep negotiating until they reach a compromise. That's good. Is it though? Yo, chill, Lightning. Miss Rachel told me about the hoops she had to jump through at the beginning of her career with her teammates as well. Likewise, Mr. Lucas had to work hard to obtain approval from his team for his actions. How can they still be so positive? What do you mean? I just cannot picture myself convincing others to give me a chance like that. I almost wanted to ask, why do we have to be at the mercy of others in order to succeed or fail? Can't talent speak for itself? But if I truly believed that, with the number of rejections I have received so far, I should have stopped a long time ago, shouldn't I? Right, that's why it doesn't work that way. What do you mean? To let talent speak for itself, we would all have the same standards. I see what you mean. Art would cease to be art if it were all standardized, wouldn't it? However, doesn't that imply that everything still depends on the whims of the individual judging you at that moment? How does someone like Miss Rachel or Mr. Lucas manage to be fine with that? These are very, I like this. This is in depth. This is introspective, I like this. Perhaps because they don't see it as the be-all and end-all? What do you mean? Rather than viewing them as judges with the authority to determine their fate, perhaps they simply see them as hills to either overcome or avoid, if that makes sense. Just a matter of perspective as to where the power lies. Sorry. But it's not easy to climb those hills, especially if you've never done it before. Therefore, it's good to try and find out what works for you, or ask for guidance or assistance though. Because one can't possibly know every single way to overcome obstacles. Right, but there are also lots of different possibilities. Or be able to safely recognize warning signs without first learning about them from others. That is true. Is that what you're trying to say? I see. Still, I get the frustration. Miss Riona. Ah, yes. Sorry, I got a bit lost in my thoughts. You're fine, I promise. But speaking of Mr. Lucas, what happened to them after the call? Oh, I called it. I picked him up and drove him home. Whoa, but I thought you're located in Bellevue. I am. I'm fine, I'm chill, I'm good. But I still had unfinished business in the downtown area. Moreover, he suddenly began singing quite loudly nearing the end of our call, which led me to conclude that it would be best for me to go and fetch him. I see. How was his singing, in your opinion? It wasn't too bad. If not for the fact he was screaming most of the lyrics, that is. Well, his hoodie was soaked when I arrived, so he had to take it off before getting into my car. Thankfully, the water did not completely soak through his shirt, so he remained relatively dry. However, I still had to lay down the seat cover, and his fur got rather wet. His fur? I didn't even think about that, what the heck? Wait, okay, that makes sense, because, yeah, never mind. I hope he didn't get sick then. Aside from all that, was he okay? Considering the situation you mentioned earlier, I mean. Well, he happily asked me to do karaoke with him, which I declined. Why would you decline? Probably for the best. Wait, what? Could have been entertaining though. Wait, why would you decline? You're literally a singer, why would you decline that? If somebody asked me to do karaoke, I'm doing karaoke every time. I ended up taking him for a drive though. As I needed to take care of my unfinished business. A late night delivery? No, I was buying a pie. At midnight? Yes. Why, concerned you have a competitor? No, not at all. Maybe a little bit? Oh, Delta, you'll be fine. I sort of want to know just so I can inform Officer Georgie about it. Oh, why? His daughter loves spies. When his car was vandalised, Officer Georgie had plans to buy a pie for his family's get-together. But the report took a while and the weather was bad. And by the time he was able to get a taxi, he thought everything was already closed. I see. Having a midnight pie shop is the most random thing. No. Like a midnight cafe, I get. A midnight pie shop? Who wants pie at midnight? I mean, I guess Riona and Georgie, but like, what? He takes pride in being a Seattleite. Okay, is that? I don't know if I pronounced that right. So I wonder if he knows about it already. Well, it's a very small kiosk attached to a pub, very easy to miss. The spot is known as Disco Pie, and it serves fresh pies until 1 AM. Interesting, good to know, thanks. Getting back to the story though, you both went for pies then? Yes, and that seemed to fascinate him for some reason. What did you each get? We're just asking for the details, bro. It's really setting it up to be a romance. I'm just saying. You can't blame me for hoping. He ordered a slice of warm apple crumble with a scoop of French vanilla ice cream on top. And a large cup of piping hot coffee with a little bit of milk. Ouch. I feel betrayed, truly. Oh. But it was my suggestion since I thought he needed to warm up. Double ouch. I apologize. I'll live. Just a little piece of advice though. A glass of warm water might be better for the inebriated. Coffee is not the best at retaining fluids and thus preventing hangovers. Oh, that is good information to know. This is why you're the best barista, Delta. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, my feelings are hurt slightly less now. And what did you get for yourself? I had a slice of hibiscus blueberry mint pie myself. Wow, that is unique pie flavour. And just so you know, I did not order anything to drink. Good. Drinks aside, what an interesting combination for a pie. How'd you like it? I enjoyed it. You serve hibiscus here too, don't you? I'll remember to order it next time. Please do. And so, we continued our conversation afterwards. That was when he told me he had not given up on his goal, despite the many disappointments with his team. He also told me why he does not drive at all. Really? Why? Is it to do with his hoofs by any chance? It is. What? On second thought, it may be better to hear the story directly from him. Another time. I apologize. No problem. I understand. Pause, rewind. Why? No, I want to know now. We better get this story in the future done. We also discussed quite a few things we have in common. Really? Yes, surprisingly. And before we knew it, it was already nearing 5 AM. Holy! What? Must have been a gripping conversation. I'm not sure. However, his exhaustion seemed to finally catch up with him then, so I drove him home. Weren't you tired as well? No. I should go now. Oh, alright. Will you be okay? I have a lot to think about. Thank you for being patient with my concerns, Delta. No problem. Anytime. Have a good evening then, Delta. Goodness gracious, I can't speak. Come again soon. Well, that was cute. Confusing, but cute. I feel like so much went on during that, what the heck? Too much went on. Too much went on. My mind, my head, it's spinning. We got like a whole ass thing with Georgie and then a whole ass thing with Riona, and my ship is sailing, and oh boy, am I happy. Anyway. I am going to call it here. So, thank you very much for coming along if you did. Stay hydrated, and I'll see you next time. Oh, why are we pausing? Okay, we're fine. Are we fine? Hello? Anyway, see you next time. Bye bye.